So you've just moved to a city like Denver and you find yourself in, well, a full-blown hair crisis. If that sounds like you, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're going to break down exactly why your hair is freaking out at high altitude and, more importantly, what you can actually do about it. I mean, let's be real. You made the move, you're loving the mountain views, all that sunshine, but your hair, it's like it's staging a full-on rebellion. It feels dry, it's brittle, and it just doesn't behave the way it used to. Sound familiar? Yeah, I thought so. You know, these are the exact things local hairstylists hear every single day from people who've just moved to town. So if you've been muttering this stuff to yourself in the mirror, listen up. It's not you. Your hair isn't failing. Your entire environment has changed, and it's time your hair care routine caught up. Okay, so before we can fix it, we have to understand what we're really up against. Let's get into the diagnosis, what I'm calling Denver's environmental perfect storm that's causing all this chaos for your hair. It all starts right here with this number, 5,280 feet, a mile high. And look, this isn't just some fun fact about the city. It is literally the root cause of all the hair drama we're about to get into. Every single challenge starts here. First up, the sun. Because the atmosphere is thinner up here, the UV exposure is about 8 to 10% stronger than it is at sea level. Now, that extra radiation isn't just a problem for your skin. It literally attacks and breaks down your hair's protein structure, making it weaker from the inside out. And to really get what's happening, you need to know this one word, hygroscopic. It sounds complicated, but it's simple. Your hair is naturally designed to pull moisture from the air around it. Kind of like a sponge, right? In a humid place, that's fantastic. But what happens when there's basically no moisture in the air to grab? Well, you get this really damaging chain reaction. In Denver's super low humidity, the whole thing flips. The dry air literally starts stealing moisture out of your hair. This makes the hydrogen bonds inside your hair, the things that give it strength and shape, totally unstable. And the result? Hair that's incredibly brittle and just snaps. And all of that leads to this confusing mix of symptoms that you're probably seeing right now. You know, the one that really messes with people is the greasy roots but super dry ends. That's your scalp panicking. It senses the dehydration and goes into overdrive, pumping out more oil to try and compensate, which just creates a whole new set of problems. And here's the kicker. There's no escape. This is a year-round bottle. It just changes its strategy with the seasons. In the summer, you've got that intense UV and heat working against you. And in the winter, oh, you get hit with a double dryness whammy. The cold, bone-dry air outside, and then the dry, heated air inside. It's relentless. Okay, so now we get the environment. But that's only half the story. Let's talk about the second part of the problem, how our old habits, the routines that used to be our holy grail, are now actually making everything so much worse. And here it is, the biggest mistake you can make. That expensive conditioner you used to swear by, it hasn't suddenly gone bad. It's just the wrong tool for the job now. It was made for a world where there was moisture in the air. It's a fish out of water here. This is such a perfect analogy from a local stylist. She was talking about a client, Sarah, whose color-treated hair was basically like a porous net. It didn't matter how much conditioner she slathered on, the moisture just felt right through. The dryness from the environment plus the chemical processing had created a hair structure that just couldn't hold on to hydration. Now, while everybody's hair is suffering up here, it doesn't always look the same. If you have finer hair, you're probably fighting a constant battle with static, flyaways, and that heavy, oily feeling at the roots. But if your hair is coarser, you're more likely seeing that scary brittleness, limpness, and actual physical breakage. Okay, enough about the problem. Let's get to the good stuff, the prescription. This is your actionable game plan to fight back and help your hair finally adapt and even thrive in this new climate. So, the experts have basically laid out a simple 4-step protocol. First things first, go see a professional who actually understands the local climate. Then you gotta hit the reset button with a professional detox and deep conditioning treatment. From that point on, a leave-in conditioner is totally non-negotiable. And finally, you have to commit to deep conditioning at home. And let's just pause on that last one for a second. Weekly. Yeah, you heard me right. We are talking about a deep conditioning mask every single week. What sounds totally excessive in another climate is absolutely essential here. Seriously, don't think of it as a luxury treatment. It's just the baseline maintenance your hair needs to survive the constant moisture theft from this dry air. So this brings us to what I think is the most important part of this whole thing. It's a fundamental shift in how you need to think about what's happening on your head.
This is it. This is the whole takeaway. You have to stop thinking your hair is damaged or that it's failing. It's not broken. It is responding and trying its best to adapt to a radically different world. So your job isn't to fix it, it's to give it the tools, and by tools I mean moisture, that it needs to finish adapting successfully.
So as we wrap up, I'm just going to leave you with this one question. Take a hard look at the products in your shower. Think about the steps in your routine. They might have been perfect before, but are they really equipped for where you live now? It might be time for a serious altitude adjustment.